He goes, what are you doing? And I turned around, and I was just sitting there in a hot spring, and I go, what do you mean? He goes, what are you doing? And smiled with his hand on his gun, some mental patient, and I went, whatever, man. And the guy felt stupid and walked off. Like, I guess the average person would defecate on themselves or something when somebody puts a hand on their gun and says, what are you doing? I'm just sitting there. So, yeah, the government wants to hire a bunch of mentally ill thugs while at the same time authorizing thugs to attack at the ground level and then have a clash of civilizations, dialectic, problem, reaction, solution. That's the admitted formulae of the Ford Foundation and liberation theology. And you've heard us talking about this for years, saying this was coming. This is one of their major operational plans. Now, let's play the mayor, the black mayor. Almost the entire city council is black. Everyone on the podium is black. Half the cops are black, or more in Baltimore. And they're making it about white people, and there's calls by different black groups. I've got it in my stack here. The Guerrilla Family, that's their own weird racist name for themselves, not mine. I get emails when I mention them, saying they're going to kill cops, and then it'll make the cops go into a total paranoia spiral. It'll then cause them to stop responding even more to crime in predominantly black areas. And it's just a recipe for total civil war. And that's how the British brought down China, was staging civil wars inside. Took them 50 years to set it up. They got it going. So I've studied history. We're seeing it again. Here is the mayor.
We also gave those who wished to destroy space to do that as well. And we worked very hard to keep that balance and to put ourselves in the best position to de-escalate, and that's what you saw.
The Justice Department runs Baltimore. It's basically a suburb of D.C. The Justice Department runs the response. They ran the funeral yesterday, or the memorial service. Crips and Bloods team up to protest Baltimore cops and say that they're going to start killing them and, quote, taking out officers. Meanwhile, on The Tonight Show, they've got people spouting off saying it's racist to call these people thugs. I'll call them dumbed-down, mindless scum. Just like I'll call the Klan out lynching people the same thing. It's the exact same mindset of people that have nothing, have done nothing. All they are is race-based and making excuses for their own failures. Thugs equals N-word. That's what was said on The Tonight Show. It's being tweeted out. When we come back after the break, I'm going to give you the definition of thug, where it actually comes from. But first, let's play the mayor one more time.
We also gave those who wished to destroy space to do that as well. And we worked very hard to keep that balance and to put ourselves in the best position to de-escalate, and that's what you saw.
Really? We're trying to de-escalate the civil war you want to start. We're trying to stop a race war. We're trying to get real justice. We're trying to reform the police. It's federal training that's given them the attack dog mentality. Now, let's go to a clip of her now talking about a civil emergency and then the governor. So a day and a half after they let it all happen, could have shut it down instantly. A day and a half after that happened, now this.
I've been in contact with our governor, and he has agreed, and I have requested, and he has agreed to deploy the National Guard as soon as they are available. They will be immediately deployed. We've ordered a curfew be in effect, instituting tomorrow the curfew citywide.
Well, wait a minute. I thought you were going to de-escalate by letting folks loot.
Again, there will be a citywide curfew, 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. This preliminary curfew will last for 1 week and be extended.
Yeah, this is how Americans are going to be trained to be slaves.
Let me be clear. We already operate under a juvenile curfew, and those young people who are 14
that's
and
enough. Just shut it down. You know what juveniles should be doing? Like my dad, working when they're 12 years old. Being given responsibilities, learning to be responsible. But no, instead, the youth just pick up a gang culture, a thug culture. It's sold by MTV. and then everybody's supposed to bow down to it and worship it, and then no one can even stop people out attacking and looting and burning because the Justice Department wants this to get out of hand.
Silver has always been nature's very own antibiotic, and only one system allows you to generate an endless supply of natural silver solutions. Silverlungs.com. You'll find no wild claims or pseudoscience, just a lifetime of nano-sized pure silver solutions. The Silver Lungs generator allows you to make your own, so stop paying for silver solutions. The unique lung delivery system targets respiratory infections where other silver solutions simply cannot reach. See the Silver Lungs generator and lung delivery system at silverlungs.com. That's silverlungs.com.
By now you know that wireless technology like cell phones do in fact pose dangers to the health and privacy of everyone. Block-It Pocket's wide range of products are unmatched in providing the protection you deserve. No scare tactics, just common sense. BlockItPocket.com offers quality American-made options to alleviate and eliminate these invisible dangers. Learn more at BlockItPocket.com or call 888-315-9618. BlockItPocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
CatieArmor.com is your one-stop shop for the most affordable body armor, period. With packages starting at $169.99 and free shipping on every order. Katie offers soft armor and rifle threat rated armor up to level 4. Go to CatieArmor.com and get your body armor today while you still can. Mention this ad and receive a free tactical scarf for a limited time with any body armor package. That's CatieArmor.com. Come and take it.
So the news breaks. Hillary Clinton's running for president. My buddy Mark says to me, hey, didn't Hillary support the Brady bill and the assault weapons ban? And I'm thinking, yeah, 1992 presidential campaign. Oh, my God, a gun grabber in the White House. So at guns80.com, they've come up with the Hillary Clinton special. They just call it the Hillary. You even get 2 30-round magazines for free, and it's only $474.95 for the whole kit. So get your AR-15 kit and tell Hillary, ha-ha, 8442-GUNS80. That's guns80.com.
Hi, I'm Alex Jones. When I got on air 20 years ago, I weighed 180 pounds. I lift weights 5 days a week. I could swim 2-3 miles. Then I discovered the New World Order, the globalists, their agenda. I started an Access television show. I was so dedicated to my work and hanging around with radio guys that I began drinking. I began smoking cigars and then even cigarettes. I transformed from looking like a white Bruce Lee to looking like a Jabba the Hutt. So I began a journey 5 years ago to shed the almost 100 pounds. I started taking Super Male Vitality and saw dramatic results in just a few weeks. When I added to the mix the key products developed by Dr. Groot for InfoWarsLife.com, the results were incredible. Take the InfoWarsLife.com challenge today at InfoWarsLife.com or give our crew a call. They can answer all your questions or tell you about any of the specials at 888-253-3139.
It's time to build your own emergency food stockpile with the industry leader, My Patriot Supply. Once you try them, you'll know why so many Americans like you have made them part of their emergency preparedness plan. Experience the My Patriot Supply difference today with this unbelievable offer. Right now, a 4-week food supply is only $99, and that includes free shipping. That's 50% off the online price. Call 800-274-3070 to claim yours. Limit 2 per caller while supplies last. This offer isn't available online, so you want to make sure and grab this opportunity to get prepared today. 800-274-3070 to get your 4-week food supply for the incredible price of only $99, and it'll be shipped to you completely free. Call 800-274-3070 right now. That's 800-274-3070 to claim yours while supplies last. Don't wait. Call today.
As a result of the serious violence and looting, which has led to the destruction of property and put innocent Marylanders at significant risk, I have declared a state of emergency at the request of Baltimore City. This order deploys the Maryland National Guard in order to help restore order and to end the unrest that we witnessed today and tonight. I have not made this decision lightly. The National Guard represents a last resort in order to restore order.
And that's Governor Larry Hogan.
People have the right
The establishment thinks we're so stupid that we don't realize that the Justice Department, the Ford Foundation, the universities, MTV, all these rappers and other people just want to feel like victims and just get up there all day hyping up tragic police shootings. A lot of times the police get indicted. A lot of times the police lose their jobs. The cops that shot that white homeless guy for no reason have now been indicted in Albuquerque. Folks are getting indicted that are shooting black people in the back. But we can show you footage of black cops shooting unarmed black people or black cops shooting white people. And most of the time, it's not racially based. It's that the cops have been given instinctive firing training and don't know what they're doing in some cases and are so scared to death that they've got a hair trigger. But still, if you look at the statistics, police shootings are flat in this country. They're statistically what they were in the 90s. If you go back to the 70s and 60s, it was higher. And a lot of that was probably leaded gasoline and things we know made people more aggressive. There's major studies on that. Yeah, that's why the Romans were so aggressive, they now know, as they were lining their pots with lead. There's a lot of chemical reasons for things that go on. But the studies are there as well. Most cops, even in black cities, just don't want to go into the thug, low-income areas because they don't want to get shot at or they don't want to get sued or they don't want to get blamed. They don't feel like there's community support, and so they don't respond. That's why blacks are twice as less likely, and again, we showed the studies a few weeks ago on air, to be shot than a white or Hispanic. Because whites predominantly, but Hispanics a little bit less in statistics, will call the cops. And sometimes it goes bad. You know, you call the cops because your husband just punched you and they end up killing him. Or you got a schizophrenic brother. I read about this all the time. I have family that this happened to, distant family, but in Houston. It was my great aunt's second husband, so I'm not related, but it was his daughter, was schizophrenic and was freaking out, and they called the cops, and they came and killed her. She was not even armed, but she wouldn't come out, and then the SWAT team went in, and did they kill her because she was white? No, they killed her because you got 10 guys coming in your house with a bunch of guns. People end up pulling the trigger. Grand jury just cleared a cop who shot a mentally ill man for holding a screwdriver. The point is, we don't need a civil war out of this. The point is, why is the White House and George Soros spending hundreds of millions of dollars over the last few years, 30+ million just to stir up Ferguson garbage? Because it's all they've got is getting us to fight with each other. And I know you get it, but how do we get this information that we're covering out to the general public? How do we do that? That's the big question that we need to get across to everyone. How do we expose it? Well, we have the perfect opportunity. You go to Infowars.com, you get the videos and the breakdowns of the people caught red-handed. Red-handed. The mayor letting people loot and riot to get the ball rolling. And the Justice Department stirring up Trayvon Martin secretly. It turns out they're getting the riots going that didn't really catch fire and getting it going in Ferguson and then ordering the attack on media in Ferguson and in Baltimore and other areas because the media is the enemy, especially if it's alternative media, because we'll actually show the stand down. And we're going to go to break and come back and get to video. Brave Vietnam vet stands up to rioting children in Baltimore, and also the video. There's no audio, but it's on ABC News of a mother going out, finding her son, teenage son, who's looting, and she starts beating him with a purse. I wonder if the CPS is going to come take... I wonder if the CPS is going to come and take his kid away, her kid away, because she dared stop him. Yeah, I guess the cops are just supposed to kill him or put him in prison. You see, probably comes from a fatherless home, and there's mama trying to get him in line, and he had the nerve, looks like he's about 15, to slap her back when she was slapping him. And all she's trying to do is keep him from going to prison. That little thug needs to get his ass beat.
We're on the march.